Most of you probably saw that Nicki Minaj showed up at the America Fest 2025 with Erika Kirk recently.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
And this has a lot of people talking because honestly, no one was expecting Nicki Minaj to show up at a Turning Point USA event. I wasn't expecting Nicki Minaj to turn up at a Turning Point USA event. Because when you think about Turning Point USA, they seem to be against everything that Nicki Minaj praises or, raps about. So seeing her there was very unexpected. But if you truly know what Turning Point USA is, then it's not that unexpected. Why was Nicki Minaj at this event? Well, because Nicki Minaj is an influential artist. And we know that the elite love using their influential puppets to push whatever agenda. And like I've said for a while now, people believe that Turning Point USA is this great American organization because Charlie Kirk built it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Charlie Kirk was a puppet, Erika Kirk is a puppet, and Nicki Minaj is obviously a puppet. I don't think I have to say that. The only reason they brought Nicki Minaj into this event was because Nicki Minaj is influential and she was gonna bring in a black female audience into Turning Point USA, something that they really don't have. If you look at the demographic of the audience that watches TPU, it literally is mostly white kids, white college kids, but now it's gotten a little bit more diversified as an age group after Charlie Kirk's death, which created outrage amongst the American people. Now he has way more support. And then Trump basically used Charlie Kirk as a symbol of the Republicans being attacked for their beliefs and, what they are preaching. And it's honestly insane when you think about this clearly, because there's a clip floating around of Charlie Kirk literally saying that Nicki Minaj's music is a bad influence on the urban community.
Right now, black culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role models.
influences?
I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about, like, glorifying wet female is exactly, I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from?
He personally named Nicki Minaj as one of these artists that are destroying the urban community. Now you can see his wife inviting her over, having her at this massive event for TPU, and having the whole crowd cheering for her. But in reality, what people don't understand is that this is all propaganda. This is all just about money, influence, and power. It has nothing to do with making America a better country. It has nothing to do with anything that they're preaching. It just further proves that Turning Point USA is just a giant show. The whole purpose of TPU is to praise Donald Trump. Like I always say, celebrities are the most influential people in the world. So when you see these type of events happening, you understand that the only reason they're using this person is for their influence. Nicki Minaj, on paper, represents everything that TPU stands against. Just think about it, like everything that she'll say, everything that she raps about doesn't align with the image that TPU puts out there. It just goes to show that all of this is just a show. All of this is just to influence and manipulate the American people. Nicki Minaj is one of the biggest puppets in the music industry. I think that's obvious. I don't think that anybody has to guess that or wonder that. While she might be claiming that she's Republican, her music is definitely enjoyed by most of the left, most of those who vote Democrat. The fact that they have Nicki Minaj there alone should already raise enough red flags to people that they stop supporting Turning Point USA. But that's the thing, they're also manipulated by them that it's just so hard for them to break out of the spell. Now, I'm not expecting the average American to stop following TPU because most people are just manipulated and they just want to be manipulated. They want to live in this illusion, and TPU is providing this illusion. But if you've seen everything that has gone down, you realize that this is all a giant show. None of this is worth giving your time to. None of these people are moral. None of these people care about this country. None of these people care about anything but making money and serving the system that gives them everything they have, including Erika Kirk. In my opinion, since Charlie Kirk's died, they have replaced him with Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk is the new Charlie Kirk. And they're not using TPU to fix America and inspire kids. None of that. They're using it to make money. Erika Kirk is running around promoting books, and now she got Nicki Minaj in there, literally doing God knows what. There is nothing that Nicki Minaj can provide that's gonna help the American people. Nicki Minaj is a sellout puppet who all she pushes is poison to the community, especially to the female youth. Nicki Minaj was one of the main artists who was out there telling people to just use men for money and don't fall in love. What do you think? Where do you think that propaganda comes from? You think that's just something she wrote down because it sounds good? No, that's actual propaganda. That's orchestrated by the higher ups who want to create society, who want to engineer society in a way that benefits them, in a way that makes it easier for them to manipulate people. And that's what Nicki Minaj is doing there. Did you even hear the things that Nicki Minaj said?
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you. I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back.
Nicki Minaj is known for rapping music that is mostly appreciated by Democrats. Now she's in there pretending to be a Republican when we know that she's neither. What they're saying online is that the only reason Nicki Minaj agreed to do this was because she's probably trying to get a pardon from Trump. And Trump be giving out pardons like Skittles, so that's not hard to believe. What I mean by try to get a pardon from Trump, I know Nicki Minaj isn't in necessary trouble. Specifically, her brother is, who is a convicted PDF file, and so is her husband, who's another convicted PDF file. These are the people that Nicki Minaj surrounds herself with. And when you think about the Republicans right now, who's the face of the Republicans right now? Donald Trump. And if you've been paying attention to the so-called Epstein files, then you would see that even though they're trying to keep Trump's face out of it, you can't stop seeing his face all over it. And honestly, if you guys still believe that Donald Trump is this hero and savior, that's on you. I'll pray for you. None of these presidents, not Kamala, not Trump, not Obama, none of these people, all of them were puppets. Every single one of them are puppets. That is the first step in understanding that you're being manipulated, is when you understand that the person they're putting in front of you is just a puppet. Now, the fact that they invite Nicki Minaj to this event just shows you how much of a puppet show this is. Nicki Minaj was literally on stage praising Donald Trump. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's not surprising. Like I said, she possibly wants a pardon, just like Lil Wayne, her label owner, got a pardon too. But the fact that she's on stage doing this openly, it just shows you that these people are sellouts. They'll do anything for a paycheck. They'll do anything for a favor. And also, TPU, they'll do anything to get any attention. The last thing we spoke about with the TPU situation was Erika Kirk meeting up with Candace Owens. That whole thing is another joke. That just further proved this was a show. And I made a whole video about this on the main channel, but guess what? Unless you're Candace Owens, you can't talk about TPU without being censored. You can't talk about Erika Kirk or Charlie Kirk. You immediately start getting censored, and I know this for a fact. This is not me making assumptions. When I drop my TPU video, YouTube has released a feature where you can ask some built-in AI feature that they have in the YouTube stats to essentially tell you how the video is performing. When I went to go and try to check that video, they wouldn't even act like the video existed. They also will disable the hype feature. When they disable the hype feature on the video, it doesn't allow people to hype it, and it also reduces the amount of impressions that the video get. So what this means is that YouTube is purposely suppressing videos that are aimed at Erika Kirk and Charlie Kirk in this situation. What do you think that means? You think that's transparency? No. That's how they silence those who are speaking out of this play that they have going on, because this is what it is. This entire situation is nonsense. And it hurts me so bad that people are so easily manipulated that they're falling for this nonsense. Unfortunately, people fall for propaganda. That's just what it is. The people that run this country, they know how to use it, and they use it against the American people. The American people want a savior. People believe that Charlie Kirk was this great Christian man. Charlie Kirk was just another puppet. They only put puppets in front of you. If Charlie Kirk was doing anything against the system, the agenda, he wouldn't even exist. His name wouldn't be popular. His name wouldn't be in the meta. The mainstream media wouldn't mention him. Mainstream media only mentions you, whether good or bad, if you're one of their puppets. And to think about the things that Nicki Minaj said at this event. This entire thing was a giant joke. Seeing Nicki Minaj there next to Erika Kirk, it's just ridiculous to even consider. But that's the thing. It's all about how many people can TPU control that is going to redirect them to Donald Trump. Because that's what this is all about. It's not just the Republicans that want this. The Democrats want it too. This is a part of the plan. This is literally their plan. They're one and the same. But you have to understand that these people all hang out with each other, go to parties together. They know each other. They're all friends. It's all a show for the public. They're enemies in front of the public. Behind the scenes, they all take the same oaths. They all swear into the same organizations, and they all have the same agenda that they have to fulfill. So at the end of the day, they might appear like two sides, but it's the same side. It's one side, and it's the side of the elite who control us. In order for them to have what they want, they have to get it from us. We have to provide it. We are the employees of their resort. This country, this world is their resort. They're able to do whatever they want, buy whatever they want, eat what they want. We run their restaurants. We work at their businesses. We host their events. Their world is powered by us. We're the fools that they use to power their world. And yet you're over here falling for their stupid game. Oh yeah, you need to vote left, you need to vote right. None of it matters. It's not going to change the fact that you're still just one of their slaves who works so that they can party. That's literally what this country is. It's what this world is right now because the elite have taken over. Nicki Minaj, she's just another puppet that got a little bit of money and is willing to say whatever they tell her to do for more. It's crazy because I was literally recently talking about Nicki Minaj and the Jay-Z situation and how Nicki Minaj was calling him out. Some people assume that I was saying that Nicki was on the side of the truth. No, Nicki was just, obviously she has her own reasoning for calling out Jay-Z. She's gaining something from it at the end of the day. But the reason why I showed her saying that was because even though Nicki Minaj is a part of the club, what she's saying isn't a lie. Jay-Z and Roc Nation are the gatekeepers of hip-hop. They're the ones that control the industry. They're the ones that do whatever they want in the industry. Do you really think that Nicki Minaj is a Christian woman? Do you really think that Nicki Minaj cares about Christ and cares about God and cares about this country? No. Nicki Minaj only cares about her money, her fame, and making sure that she can get her boyfriend and her brother a pardon. And that's exactly what this is all about. The fact that Nicki is there should already wake people up, should already show people, hey, this looks kind of fishy. Why in the world do they have this female rapper who all she talks about is shaking her bits and doing all types of crazy things? Why is she at this TPU event that's supposed to be about Christianity and raising the American country and fixing everything? I guarantee you that Erika Kirk loved the idea of Nicki Minaj, even when her husband was publicly down-talking her. Because at the end of the day, if you look into Erika Kirk, it's starting to come out that she's a liar, she's a deceiver, and she's not who she claims to be. She's said 100 times that she didn't want to date people before Charlie Kirk, and that she wouldn't drink, and that it turns out all of that was a lie. She dated a bunch of people before Charlie Kirk. She was caught in reality shows drinking, and her entire public persona nowadays just seems like one giant act. You cannot tell me that you've seen Erika Kirk and you haven't asked yourself, why in the world does she appear to be in a novella? Like literally, that's what it looks like. She's always rubbing her eyes and making her eyes look so big, and it's all over dramatic. Now, I understand people are going to say, oh, people grieve differently. I completely understand that, but this is not grieving. This is her taking over a business and maximizing the profit, because that's all she's doing. That they're using the death of Charlie Kirk to maximize the profit. And I went over on Patreon the real reason why I actually believe Charlie Kirk is not here no more. You can go to my Patreon, you can watch that video if you want to see more. And I'm not going to continue to say it on YouTube because every time I do, the videos get suppressed. There's going to be a high chance that this video is suppressed. But I wanted to talk about this. Like I said, on my second channel, I'm going to rant about the things that I want to rant about. I want to talk about the things that I want to talk about. And this is one of those things. When I saw this, I was hoping that some people would just look at it, acknowledge it, and say, you know what? This all seems like a sham. Let me stop supporting this because it's a sham. But in reality, that's not what's going to happen. People are going to continue to throw their money at them. They're going to continue to make billions because that's what they're going to end up making. Billions, not millions, not hundreds of millions, billions. This is going to turn into a billion-dollar organization. If this was really about God, why don't they do it for free? They're already all rich. They don't need money. It's not about God. It's not about this country. It's about lining their pockets up and serving the agenda that allows them to get more money. And I know that there's some of my audience that they support Charlie Kirk, they support Erika Kirk, and I honestly, I respect what you believe. But I just want you to wake up. I just want you to understand that they're not gonna put anyone in front of you that isn't one of their puppets. They're not gonna allow you on a mainstream level like that, a company that's supposed to oppose the evil of this country. But at no point did TPU ever represent itself that way. If you go back, TPU is all about Trump. Making Trump look like the hero, promoting Trump to the youth, making the youth vote for Trump. That was all this is about. This is all about Trump. That's why when Charlie Kirk was alive, Trump was hanging out with him a few times, giving him a little bone, making him feel like he's special because he was a puppet that was chosen. That's all it is. Unfortunately, most people fall for the gimmick of being a Christian man and presenting themselves as a Christian man. But you should really question what their intentions are. Is he just trying to win over the people by pretending to be a Christian man, or is he truly a Christian man? Is he moving like one? Charlie Kirk was just doing his job. And what happened to Charlie Kirk was a part of his job. And I've explained this already. So for those that support Turning Point USA, I hope that you guys are seeing that this is all a giant scam. I hope that you guys are realizing that it's better just to put your trust in God directly, not through none of these middlemen, all right? But I'm gonna end this one here. I wanna know what you guys think below. I'm gonna have more videos coming out on the second channel where I just speak my mind. I'm not gonna be as detailed as I am on videos on the main channel, because on the main channel, I take days and days of research and I write things out. I'm using this platform right now to just express myself, let people know how I feel, and just speak freely. So if you guys like that, let me know in the comments. If you want me to continue, let me know. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.